I'm speculating here because I was on my headphones and, my ears was on my headphones or what have you. But I think, because normally I hear shouting from like the back wall there, because I actually got the address wrong of the people that were like taunting me through that wall. It's not actually the number that I said it was. There's a restaurant back there. So usually when it comes to the work that they have to do, sometimes voices are elevated because they've got a lot of work to get on with and a lot of orders to fill out. So they're not always yelling about me. Sometimes when I hear them yelling, they're not even talking about me. But I think today, what I did hear through my headphones, because my headphones weren't on, like I wasn't listening to anything, I heard somebody say, I'm glad they're getting rid of her. Now, it confirms what I already suspected, because I suspected that the relocation agent had been over here and had been telling them, oh, they're getting rid of her, the owners are getting rid of her, they're tired of her. And from what I could hear, I'm not entirely sure, but from what I could hear, that was basically confirmed tonight. Now, the thing that I'm not understanding is, how is it when I say to Kudos, you're trying to get rid of me, that they will turn around and deny it, and yet the relocation agent is telling them, oh, they're going to get rid of her. How do you get rid of the tenant and not tell the tenant? How do you tell the neighbours about a vulnerable woman and not tell the vulnerable woman or tell the council first? Like, this is how it should have been handled, right? Kudos have decided that you're no longer going to stay here. Of course, I've got 4 months notice, right? So in the meantime, you can look for another place, but unfortunately, we can't have you here anymore, right? That's what they could have done. They could have done that. And then I would have had to look for a place. And, the council can't pay for me. If I haven't stayed in a property for a year, they can't foot the bill again. It has to be like at least a year. I have to have lived in the property for at least a year before they can move me out. So I would have had to have found a property by myself, saved up the deposit and everything else, which I'm guessing was actually the point of my being here. I think the point of my being here to begin with was not to get me out straight away, because that would have looked too suspicious. The point was to lead me into a trap where I either walked out of this building of my own accord, or I stayed away from home for so long that the flat would have to have been given up anyway, right? Either way, it was supposed to lead me into a situation where I couldn't afford to live in another place. And I was couch surfing like a lot of these TIs do out here. So I think that's one of the reasons why I've been in this situation now. I was supposed to be couch surfing like other TIs have done. It might still happen, I don't know. I'm not planning for it to happen. But I think that was the actual plan. I think the plan was to have me sofa surfing and stuff like that. Because there's no way in hell, hey, how's it going? I'm going to wave. And there's no way in hell that, you're going to get rid of a tenant and you're not going to tell the tenant. There's no way. I've never heard of such a thing. Okay? So, from my mind, that there have been a lot of lies told, and not by me. Like I said before, if I've gotten things wrong, I'm going to admit to it. I've done it before, right? I'm going to admit if I get something wrong. Oh yeah, I'm all right. I'm just trying to save my energy, because if I get angry at every single little thing that they do, I'm not going to progress in life. I ain't got time. I report when it's something important. Like right now, it's something important, because these people are this relocation agent is talking about, oh, we're going to get her out, and you haven't told her. The fuck? Do you know what I mean? So I think that the point was to get me into a situation where I would have to couch surf or what have you. make me subservient enough to put up with abuse the next time I found a place, right? And my thing is this, right? The irony is that if the relocation agent would have just been honest and said, we're only planning to have you here for 4 months rather than having a 6-month contract and doing all this other shit. If they'd have just been honest and said, we can't house any more council people. Like, if they'd have just been honest, they could have skipped all this. They might not have even had to have me here in the first place. They could have just been honest and said, look, we're trying to move forward. They're trying to have, higher paying tenants in here. We don't want to keep looking after council people. Like, just be honest. Like, the way these people conduct their business, it's like they don't know their arse from their elbow. They keep lying. And it just confuses me. Like, I would have been. This is the thing about it, right? This month, I could have been packing my bags to leave here if they'd have just been honest. There would have been no need to torture me. Like, well, I don't know if it's them torturing me. I think, I don't know, man. I don't know. I heard something about race from over there, but I don't know, right? There would have been no need for anybody to electronically torture me for as long as they did. There would have been no need for any of that. It would have been very, very straightforward. But instead, there needs to be a case on me. Like, they need to have me acting out of pocket and fucking going off. For what? I'm confused. Because the thing is, if the point is to paint me as mentally ill, then what these reports do, right, is they basically guarantee that I will 9 times out of 10 always have a place to stay. Because I've been diagnosed as paranoid schizophrenic, and I know it's a false diagnosis. But the thing is, if these people keep reporting that I'm paranoid and that I'm being this, that, and the third, then it pretty much guarantees that I'll always have a place to stay and that I'll always have welfare. Like everything these people do is just so backwards. Like, I'm just so confused. Like, I am confused. I am beyond confused. Like, it's just silly. I can't believe I got so angry. Like, this whole thing is just... This whole thing is jeez. This whole thing is just ridiculous. Like, oh. No, I'm not stressed out about them, because the things that they're doing, they've been attacked. I can't say it's them necessarily because I don't fucking know. All I know is that somebody's been attacking me with electronic weaponry. I kind of oscillate between thinking it's them and thinking it's not them. Honestly, when it comes to the electronic targeting, I'm guessing. I'm guessing based on what I've heard. Okay? So, I'm guessing based on what I've heard. I don't know for sure, right? But I do know that there's harassment going on. But the reason why it doesn't necessarily bother me is because they're wearing away my gums. There's already evidence that there's one side of my face has less gum than the other. It's already been proven that there's been bone erosion due to the electronic weapons. That's already been proven. And, my jaw has been attacked. This whole side of my head has been attacked for a few days now. Also that they can make me kick off. Also, they can make me kick off. And make me start screaming in front of the nail bar so that the nail bar can back up the other neighbours and say, oh, yeah, she's causing trouble. Yeah, she's crazy. Yeah, I mean, it's just, yeah. Yeah, the dentists are involved. Everyone's in, well, I mean, almost everyone you come into contact with is involved. But the point is that there was proof, like in London, back in London, I got a dentist. The dentist was worried about my gums. They were worried about my gums because they know that there was more loss on this side than this side. That was from a dentist. And you got the doctors out here lying, saying that there's no gum loss and that I'm delusional. Now, I've already told Kudos, I said, I know you guys are trying to get rid of me. I know you guys are trying to get rid of me. I just didn't know why. Now I know why. I know why. It was to lead me into a trap. Hence the word entrapment. And the thing is, what people have to understand is just because you're homeless, it doesn't mean the targeting stops there. It doesn't even stop when you're dead, so it's not going to stop when you're homeless. Not going to stop when you're homeless. It doesn't even stop when you die. No, you know I'm going to save it, mate. You know I'm going to save it. It doesn't even stop when you're dead. Like, for me, it's just... it just, for me, it's just the way the whole thing has been handled has just been so stupid. And I have to admit, on my part, I should have thought more. I should have been more thoughtful, more observant. I should have listened more and did less. Because now that I'm thinking about how this whole situation has unpacked itself, the lies are not just stupid, they're unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. If you're going to get rid of a person, all you have to say is, look, we can't have you anymore. The council's going to help you out. Bish, bash, boss, done. You could have given me 4 months. If you really did not want me here, you did not have to do all this. You could have just said, look, in the beginning of May, we can't really have council tenants here. You could have warned me on the low or something, and I could have saved up a deposit to move out and find somewhere else if it was really that serious. But nah, you want to drag this out. Like, the fuck? And then that 4-month review thing. That 4-month review is so stupid. Like, even if you were to turn around and tell the authorities we gave them 4 months notice, it says 6 months on the tenancy. So you fucked yourself already. Do you understand what I'm saying? And even if at the end of the 4 month so-called 4-month review, you decided you didn't want me to stay there anymore, it's still 4 months notice at minimum. So I would have been here 8 months on that alone. On that alone. At the end of this 6 months, there's no way they're going to want me here again. So that would be at least another 4 months here. All you had to do was tell the truth and say, look, we don't want any council tenants here. That's all you had to do. You didn't have to do any of the rest of this extra shit. There was no need for it. Instead, you got me here being harassed, being electronically tortured, screaming down the place. Oh, we need to find something on her. What do you need to find on me? What do you need to find on me? What is that going to do? What is that going to do? What is that going to do? You have no control over this situation. And the thing is, the tactics that gang stalkers have had to rely on ever since I came out here, it just proves to me that they've had no control over the situation for a long time. For a long time. I'm just annoyed that I have to keep dealing with them. I'm just annoyed that I have to keep dealing with gang stalkers acting like this shit is not failing. It's failing. Well, it is with me anyway. It's failing. It's been failing. Look at the amount of shit that's been done to my body. Look at the amount of shit that's been done to my body. And yet every single time we go through this, I end up taking control of the situation. And you try to throw me into somewhere new, hoping for a different result. It's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. It's not going to, they need to stop this. This is delusional at this point. It's been how many years since I found out I was being gang stalked? And every single time I took control of the situation, I got evidence. I confronted the people that were harassing me, and what ended up happening? I ended up being moved on, not because I was sick, not because I was out of control, but because I took control of the situation. That's what happens every single time. And every single time you put me in a new situation, hoping that I don't take control, hoping that I actually give a fuck what anybody says about me. Because quite frankly, how can I take any neighbour's opinion seriously when there's all this stupid skullduggery going on? How am I going to take anybody's word seriously? Keep relying on the same bullshit tactics and you're not getting anywhere. You're just not getting anywhere. And as for this whole thing about telling the neighbours that you're getting rid of a tenant and not telling a tenant, that is beyond stupid. That is beyond stupid and beyond unprofessional. Bro. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Listen, man. If I wasn't being tortured all the time, there's no way in hell. There's no way in hell you catch me doing that as a real estate agent or as a relocation agent. There's no way there's no way I'd be lying like that. You gotta be kidding me. Man, listen, let me get off this live, yo. Because the thing is, they've been attacking my jaw as well, and they've been attacking my right hip to try to get me to, I don't know, kick off, I don't fucking know. Because the thing is, the nail bar people have been talking to the relocation agent, and they've been saying that, you know, they haven't got any issue with me because I'm usually quiet when they're over there. So obviously this torture is supposed to remedy that. Stupid. This whole thing is stupid. At this point, listen. Yo. No, it's ridiculous. It's a ridiculous way to do business. Listen. Oh. What a time to be alive. Now I gotta go. Bro. Oh. Jesus. Oh. I can't. Oh my God. Oh. This has been a mess, child. Wow. But best believe I'm going to save this life. Oh, Jesus. Anyway, I gotta go, you guys. Oh, yeah. Whilst I was in the living room like a few days ago, I think it was on Wednesday, because that's when I was doing the Real Justice Tarot readings. I was listening to music, and you know, the same person that tried to say hi to me was the same person that came out and tried to tell me to shut up when I was playing my music. So I'm thinking, yeah, they're still going. They're still going. They're still going with the harassment, and they really think that, like, I don't understand. Just be honest in the first place, and you won't have to harass me. Nobody will have to torture me to get me out of anywhere. Like these people, they stay fucking up. I can't believe this shit. They stay fucking up, bro. They stay fucking up. Not getting it. They're not getting it. Silly. Just very, very silly. Anyway, I'm gonna go. I'll see you guys later. Take care. I look really good, I have to admit, but I do need to lose a bit of weight, I think. Just a few poundage, because I think I've gained some over the time that I've been here, even though I've been doing a lot more exercising. Ironically, I've been more active since I've been here, and I've actually eaten less crap since I've been here. But I don't know, for some reason I'm packing on more weight. But anyway, maybe it's because I'm getting older. Who knows? But anyway, I love you guys. You take care. You take good care of yourselves. And listen, these people are, listen, bad business. There's no way running their business like this that they're making a profit. There's no way. Nobody who's making a profit is this desperate. No way. Anyway, I love you guys. Take care. Bye bye.